When it comes to crashes, fatigue is the silent killer. We all know that drink driving, using a phone, speeding, or running a red light is a bad idea. But these are all decisions we can choose to make, or not. Getting tired is different. Getting tired is natural. It happens to everybody. So what can we do to prevent a fatigue-related crash? There's actually been a lot of research into sleep and tiredness over the past few years. So let's start with some facts. The first thing is that if your brain wants to sleep, it will. Whether you're sat on the sofa, on the bus, or on the seat of a scooter doing 30 miles per hour, there's nothing you can do to stop a brain from switching off when it's reached a certain point. Collisions that happen when someone falls asleep are often the worst because the driver or rider can't take avoiding action. They just fall off or hit whatever is in front of them. The second thing is that your riding skills will start to fail a long time before you fall asleep. You'll be slower to spot and react to hazards and potentially start having microsleeps. You'll be less able to judge the speed and path of other vehicles and more likely to make impulsive, risky decisions. The bottom line is that sleepiness and riding don't mix. But if you're working hard late into the night, getting tired is inevitable, right? How can you make sure you are safe to ride? The trick is to master these two things: getting enough quality rest and knowing when you're too tired to ride. Let's take a look at each of these tips. For those who work hard and lead busy lives, getting tired is a fact of life. But there are things you can do to reduce the impact of fatigue on your road risk. The first is to not overwork yourself on long shifts or add more pressure by multi-apping. The second is to prioritize getting enough quality rest. If you plan to work, say, between 5 p.m. and 11 p.m., then you should aim for a good night's sleep of at least 7 to 8 hours the night before. Then, depending on how busy your daytime has been, have a nap or at least some quality rest away from your smartphone for an hour or so before you plan to start riding. Getting quality sleep and rest helps us be more awake, but with modern lifestyles, it's easy to start burning the candle at both ends. The more rest you get, the longer you'll be able to ride safely. But on a long shift, how do you know how tired is too tired? Well, start by being honest with yourself. Try to switch off and forget about the money and the pressure for just a moment and ask yourself, do you feel you're alert enough to ride safely? No one knows you better than, well, you. So if you feel your eyelids dropping or a need to yawn or stretch regularly, these are all signs you're getting physically and mentally fatigued. Try setting some rules to help you stay safe on long shifts. For example, why not commit to riding no more than 7 hours in one day and aim to take at least a 20-minute break for every 2 hours of riding? After all, isn't that the beauty of gig economy work? You're the one in control. And remember, a coffee or caffeinated drink will help you stay alert for a short time, but should not be used so that you can keep delivering for longer. With experts suggesting that 10 to 20% of all collisions are related to fatigue, it's clear it's an issue that needs our attention. If you don't already have a plan to manage your tiredness, take this opportunity to start thinking about one.